Hey folks, how y'all doing? This is Marvin here, and I'm doing a follow-up video to the video that I did. It's back on the 28th of September, so it's been a few weeks now since I've done that video, going on 3 weeks. And so I want to show you real quick from the stuff I brought, and I showed you in that video where I spent $165 sourcing that day that I invested, and what I've sold and what I sold it for, and what my subtotal, my gross total right now is on stuff that I brought. Let's get right into it. So I had showed you this kind already. This is a fish finder. I paid $450 for it and sold it for $110. That was a great return on investment. Buyer was happy and stuff like that, and so that was great. This right here is a under the sink garbage disposal. I paid $750 for it and sold it for $110. And you can see the date it was sold on, the 29th. And that was right after I had brought the stuff. And this right here is sold on September the 30th. This is the soda maker. And so I ended up selling it for $89.96. They got it on sale. And I paid $22.50 for it. This is part of one of the floor cleaners I brought. This is the green floor cleaner. Big green floor machine. This is a small pot off it, a little nozzle pot that I sold for $17.95. You can see it that sold on September the 30th. This is another pot to it that sold on October the 2nd. It's a handheld for cleaning, like furniture or whatever with and so forth like that. $24.95. And this is amazing because for that floor machine, I think I paid the regular price. I think was $25 on it. I paid like $12.50 for it. And so all the parts that I'm going to show you dealing with this particular floor machine total $152 already and stuff like that. So let me continue to show you. You'll see some more parts to it. This is the exercise thing for up under your desk, whatever. I paid $8 for it and sold it for $108. So that was pretty good. That was October the 4th. And this is the pot to the big green machine again, the floor copper cleaner machine. This is the hose to it and so forth. I sold that for $67.49 on October the 8th. This right here is the ice cream maker. Okay, I paid $25 for it and sold for $119. And that's sold here recently, October 13th, a few days ago. So it's probably still in transit. I already shipped it out. This right here is the talking fish that sings and stuff like that. Paid $350 for it and sold it for $42.49. They got that on sale. This is after the big green cleaning machine. This is the solenoid. And so I pulled that out of it and sold it for $42.49 by itself. And this is off of the other floor machine I had, the Hoover. This is the dirty water tank. Sold here recently for $33.96. This is the little caps. There's two of them you're going to see that sold. And the cap by itself, in the video previously I was saying how they sell anywhere from $17 to $19. So this one sold for $18.66. And actually the first one I sold for a little bit more. You'll see that in a minute. This is the rotating brushes that were up under the floor cleaner. I pulled them off. They needed to be cleaned. And they come apart and everything like that. So I took my water hose and just sprayed them down and cleaned them real good and stuff like that. And sold it for $21.95. So that was great. This is the clean water tank. So without the caps. And without the caps, it sold for $34.95. This is a handle that you put your foot on to make the top part of the floor cleaner lay down. And the handle by itself sold for $19.95. And this is a part that's on the inside. This is the pump assembly and so forth. I pulled that out and sold it for $29.99. Now I must admit that there is an open return on this part because the guy said it leaks like crazy. But I think the reason why he brought it is to replace his. And I marked mine on the other side. I marked it and so forth just for that very reason. Because you get people who pull that kind of stuff sometimes. They want to return the product they pulling off theirs to you and keep the product you sent them and everything and try to get a refund for it. He hasn't sent it back yet, nothing like that, so I don't know what's going to become of it. But a lot of times, I'm just letting it ride and don't worry about it because I got free returns. If they don't ship it back, then I know that they're trying to post something. Because if it comes back and doesn't have my markings on it that I put on there, then I open a dispute with eBay and everything. And most times you'll win in cases like that and be able to keep your money. This is another part that came from the same floor cleaner, Hoover. Stuff like that. And I had to do a little repair on this. The screen, the filter, it has a filter screen that was pushed in. And so I had to pull it out some and put some glue on it. And I did let the buyer know that. And he said, send it anyhow. And so I was glad for that. This is the other knob I sold for $21.95. The other cap and stuff like that. So both caps sold off that. And with the Hoover machine, I think I paid, the price on it was like, I think $35, I think. So I paid $17.50 for it. And so far the pots I sold 8 pots off of it for a total of $211.40 and so forth. You guys should get a brand new machine for probably cheaper than that and so forth. But people just want parts. They want to fix the machine they got. So I'm glad to be able to supply them. This I sold a Macari. It's for the blood circulation and stuff like that. I was saying in the previous video that I thought it might be medical device, but it's not, because Macari doesn't allow you to sell medical devices and so forth. So I was able to sell it for $60 and everything, and I'll clear like $52 off of this and so forth. Because the buyer paid for the shipping on Macari, I just paid the fee and so forth. So that's pretty much it and everything so far. I have sold 19 items from the items I brought that day. Mind you that like the floor cleaning machines, I was able to break them down to even more parts. So I ended up, that day I brought 15 items, but because the floor machines are able to be broke down to multiple parts, I ended up with a whole lot of more parts and so forth like that all together and everything like that. So that's a great thing and so forth. I had fun doing it. So the total, my grand total right now, on my $165 investment, my gross earnings so far is $1,003.77. And I was able to obtain that in just over 2 weeks and so forth. And I still got many more items to sell from that haul and everything like that. So I look forward to selling them items and everything and continue to get paid off it. All right, folks, that's all I got for you right now. All right.